The tokenization and RWA market is expected to hit a $16 trillion market by 2030. What does this mean? Well, RWA is essentially the tokenization of real-world assets. And essentially what this means is you could take a Rolex watch, an apartment building, or a supercar and actually tokenize it and sell those tokens so that people would actually have a guaranteed price for the token that is in line parallel to the asset. And that is where TokenFi come into this. So this is a project that is essentially capitalizing on the restrictions and regulations being lifted on a lot of tokenization of assets. And these guys are essentially founded by the Floki team, so you know there's going to be a huge access to a big audience behind the Floki community. And these guys essentially allow you to list a token on this TokenFi site for super cheap, and you can do it with little restrictions. In fact, let's actually go to the TokenFi Creator Token section and just see what it's all about. So we can see here we can launch a bunch of different token styles, whether it's an NFT, whether it is a multi-token project, or whether it is your standard fungible token. Let's click that for now and see where we end up. Right now, we can select a chain, whether it is BNB, Arbitrum, or any of the others here, including Base and Blast. Once we're happy with the chain, we can actually go to the next section here where we would put in the logo for our token, as well as a bunch of different information. So we could put our token name here, our ticker, and even the decimal count for the token. After that, we're going to put in a treasury wallet and put in the token supply. Now, if we wanted a max supply for specific tokens, we could do that as well, but let's just leave that as it is right here. And then what we can do is actually have a transaction fee, a burn fee, a reflection that's distributed to all holders, or buyback liquidity. And I've not seen any other platforms like this doing this many features for token generation. In fact, Pump.Fun is very simple, but they don't even have any of these up here. So when it comes to actually building a token with no code and having it fully auditable and having really nice UI to do so, it's something that I've not seen a lot of. It's something that I think TokenFi are doing incredibly well. But once we're happy with this, we can simply press confirm and create token, pay a small fee, and we are good to go with the tokens we've created. But one thing about that buy and sell tax, this is actually run by a DAO. So as you can see here, the new DAO proposal on Floki is to remove the token transaction tax. Now, this is typically a limiter for mass adoption because people don't want to be giving up their hard-earned fees for promoting their token back to any ecosystem, and this actually prohibits a lot of growth. So what the community or the decentralized autonomous organization have said here is, hey, let's vote to remove this option when creating tokens. So now the token transaction tax when creating new tokens on TokenFi is being removed. And this is a great example of how a DAO can really just help the direction of a project and actually lead it to something that is going to be a lot better over time. Here we can actually see the proposal in the snapshot here behind the scenes. And as you can see, 100% of people voted yes on this thing in the top right, which amounted to 208.7 billion tokens actually being used in this voting process. But let's talk about TokenFi as a platform. Being able to tokenize your assets, whether it is a condo, a penthouse, a villa, or a car, I mean, doing this allows you to actually raise money for nothing. I mean, you would still own and use that asset, but what this allows people to do is invest in that asset and allows you to sell that asset in token form. Now, this has never been done before successfully, and when you see a big name like Floki get behind something like this, this is going to be something that is revolutionary and changes many different industries. Now, one thing about TokenFi is they do have a bunch of different ways you can actually create tokens. You can do so in Telegram with a Telegram bot, or you can do so with a Discord bot here as well. And they've also got a referral program coming soon where basically you're going to get 5% the token supply towards a user incentive program aimed at boosting adoption. But that's not all these guys are doing here. If you wanted to generate an NFT, you can actually use their built-in AI to generate those pictures for you and actually even give it traits that would be unique compared to other NFTs and other solutions in which, yes, you would normally have to pay an artist to build out all of those variations and traits in Photoshop. So having this available with AI is massive. And they've also got a bunch of other stuff here, so let's talk about that. We can see the token launcher, we've already covered this in depth, but they've also got a Launchpad MVP product, which will basically be a decentralized launchpad that allows users to raise funds and access liquidity for their tokens. So that plus a token launcher or an NFT generated by AI could be something where we get a lot of really decent projects come out of this because a lot of the heavy lifting is done by this platform. Then we've got the Discord bots, which we talked about before. That's Discord and Telegram, just using the interface on those platforms to actually create tokens very quickly. And then we have the RWA tokenization model. So basically, as we've talked about, you could take your watch or an asset that you have in real life and actually tokenize that, allowing people to buy into it. So if you have a very rare old gold coin or some kind of diamond ring that appreciates over time, that might be something where you might want to consider creating a token for, because people will invest in it expecting the return over that time. Now, why would people use this compared to something like pump.fun or any other kind of meme coin section? I mean, the thing with this is, guys, it's something where traditional finance will be interested. And if we're talking about normal traditional staking where you earn 10 to 20% over a year, I mean, this could be a very decent alternative for a lot of whales and a lot of traditional finance investors, because they know for a fact that they are investing in a real thing. And it's something that, yes, you're not going to get 100x on it, but it will have stable increases in profit over time. So that is TokenFi. Definitely check it out in the description. A short summary here is, yes, the powerhouse that is Floki have made this platform and they've allowed it to do everything from generating AI NFTs to generating your own tokens like on pump.fun, but on multiple different chains. And also they're diving into the RWA or real world assets industry, which basically allows them to have the cornerstone of a brand new trend, which is allowing people to tokenize real world assets. That's going to be it from me. Have a fantastic day. I will see you in the next one.